So I have demonstrated leadership because I've been a swim instructor at Indiana University Rec Sports for the past 4 years now. And for the first 2 years, I taught children swim lessons, and this took a lot of leadership because one, there needs to be safety. It was an 18-foot deep pool, and I was in charge of 3 to 5 year olds, so I needed to make sure that they were safe, that they were having fun, that they were engaged, and that they were learning. And this took a lot of creativity. I had to come up with different games and different skills that they were able to pick up depending on their age, depending on the situation. And I needed to make sure that they were safe, and I needed to make sure they could understand me and that they trusted me. And I got good at that after 2 years. It took a lot of practice, and then going into my junior year, so 2 years ago, they switched the program so that I was teaching adult swim lessons. And this was very different. I had to adjust my leadership skills completely, and I taught swim lessons for 2 years to people that were my age or even older than me. And this took a lot of leadership, as we've talked about in class, how you need to have a relationship with your team, a positive relationship with your team, and have effective communication. And these adults were nervous. They were scared of the water. They had, their whole life, 30 years, had never been in the water before, and it was my job not only to make sure that they got in the water, but to make sure they felt comfortable so that they would keep coming back to swim lessons, and that they felt safe, and that they never felt that I was condescending because I was younger than them and I was teaching them a skill. And it took a lot of compassion. These people, they want to work at this skill. They're nervous, and this is unfamiliar territory, and a lot of them were embarrassed that they did not know swim lessons. A lot of them were not from America, so this was their second language. They were learning something they were so scared to do in a second language. So there was a lot on their mind, and I was a blue leader in class, and they demonstrate passion and compassion and empathy for others, and I really had to demonstrate that in swim lessons so that I wouldn't get frustrated with them because they're doing skills. I learned personally when I was 5. They're learning at 30. It didn't matter to me. I just focused on the skills and their safety and their happiness, and I loved it. And I've always wanted to work with special needs kids when I grow up, and that's where my leadership skills are really going to shine through from practice with children and adults teaching swim lessons. And it really opened my mind to working with adults maybe when I grow up also. So I learned from the experience myself, even though I was the teacher, and it definitely it connected to our class. They had to be motivated to come to class, which is what my group presentation was just about. And I would do that with high praise by congratulating them, telling them I'm proud of them and that they should be proud of themselves. And that is why I was a successful swim instructor and why they were successful in my class. And I have a lot more opportunities to be a leader left in my life. And I think I'm going to be a better leader now after taking this class. Just kind of laid everything out that, I kind of knew a lot about leadership, and I really laid it out in a format that made sense to me. And I'm excited to be a better leader. I love being a leader. I like working with other people. I like helping other people. And I'm excited to apply all of my new skills now to my future. So thank you for that.